All right, all right. I don't know who's up right now, but we about to have a conversation. I have been working on a lot of things all day today, so I don't know how there we go. But we're gonna have a conversation today. Hello, Taraji of Henson Edits. Um, yes, the title of this conversation is Who You Calling a Zionist? Who you calling a Zionist? Who you calling a Zionist? Might be you. I don't know. We gonna see. Can y'all hear me clearly? Is this thing on? It's on, right? You can hear me? Good evening. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. No, we're about to get into the things. We are about to get into the things. Please don't close on me. Okay, there we go. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Okay, so I don't know if you've seen already, and I'm going to have to go back and forth so I can see this chat because it's going to be probably kind of hard to see all of the things, but I will try. Okay, okay, that's good. That works. I am streaming right now from the main level of my house. There's like a little office area over here. So I figured, let me get this area together so that those that will be using this area in my studio can see what it's like. Okay, y'all love to ask the wrong questions at the wrong time. I see already. Okay, so I got my sleepy time tea ready because right after this, I'm going to bed. I am streaming live to YouTube and Instagram right now because I don't know what's going on with Facebook and TikTok. I gotta get permission again to stream because I don't really stream that often. So, hopefully I'm not speaking very loud, but hopefully you can hear me well. And actually, let me make sure. Okay, good. I am recording. All right. So, listen, y'all. Okay, so for real, the name of this conversation we are going to be talking about is who you calling a Zionist. Because I want to talk today about a post that I made recently that basically got over 1.3 million views. Y'all might know the one I'm talking about, that carousel. The one where we started asking some real questions about who's standing where when it comes to Israel and Palestine. Yeah. So, let me be clear though, like I am not the one who made those graphics. I did not make those graphics. They were created by an IG account at abnormalize.bean, but I did repost them. I did repost them because what they were saying, it's a conversation that's long overdue. Check out these graphics here. So I think here we had. Oops, wait. Let me. Oh, wait. Did you see that? Lord have mercy. Wait a second now. All right. So here go the graphics. So, child, they was calling everybody out. Miley Cyrus, Samuel L. Jackson, child, Ariana Grande. They said she got business all up in there. Oh, but we didn't leave out Beyonce. We did not. Alicia Keys, child. They was calling them Usher and Backstreet Boys. And again, if you want to read the details, go to at abnormalize.bean to see the full. I think there were several posts. Snoop Dogg, Elton John. You saw Mariah Carey there earlier. Jack Black, Tom York, Justin Bieber, child. They was getting all the girls. Madonna, baby, Rihanna. Yeah, they really got, they was really getting her. And so obviously, the girls started talking from this. So like, let me bring up these. So that was the original, thread that I had posted. But there was also like some responses, and I didn't get a chance to put them up because I was trying to get on here and just get to the things really quick and not do all the graphics and stuff like that. But I did take a screenshot of a couple of, my favorite comments. Like, well, I really didn't get a chance to go through like all of them, but one person says, I'm going to be so honest, y'all. Wait, I'm going to be so honest. Y'all cannot call yourself progressives if you do not let people progress in their politics and beliefs. Things from 2013? Are we for real? Do you think people are incapable of learning in the past 12 years? Fair point, right? Fair point. Which someone replied, notice how none of the people mentioned in the post have actually progressed or ever shown support for Palestine. They have every opportunity to evolve their beliefs and show support, and they choose not to. Where's the progression? Another person says, but have they? That's the question. Have they actually progressed and learned? And again, I think some folks have just moved to silence. Let me get my notes up here. Some folks have just moved to silence. So, I mean, I know that it got y'all talking. Let me see what y'all saying in these comments. I got to click back over to the situation. Are you going to be the voice of the new Dead by Daylight survivor? Oh, your guys are asking questions that are not pertaining to what I'm talking about right now. All right. So I am going to keep any tips on job hunting being trans. I'm starting to lose hope. Well, number one, join Trans Tech. We have a Discord channel of over 7,000 members around the world who are looking for jobs, who are training, who are mentoring each other, and it's all for free. So you can connect there. We have free online tutorials. We even sometimes are able to connect you with certified opportunities where you can get certified in tech skills. You have to kind of show up a little bit. You just can't show up and be like, okay, because we do have 7,000 members who are all in there trying to do all the things. But start somewhere, get connected with the community. We'd love to see you. Okay, so like I said, we just saw the carousel of slides, showing this Meta account at abnormalized being that was basically calling all the girls out. And one person had said, don't leave out, or one person actually had said, I'm glad you left our girl out, because when I had first posted the carousel, it did not include Beyonce. But I did not leave her out on purpose. I just hadn't got to that post yet. Some folks were super surprised. Some folks were angry, but most were like, thank you. Finally, someone is saying something. So let's talk about it. I know that right now, we got to focus on education, not just vibes. Okay? First of all, let's clarify what the word Zionist actually means. President Biden said himself, you don't got to be Jewish to be a Zionist. And then he called himself one. Okay? So when folks start clutching their pearls at the mention of Zionism, ask them why. Ask them why they're more offended by the word than they are by the war crimes. Hello? Excuse me. Let me take a sip of tea on that. Excuse me. Ooh. So is it ignorance or igno excuse? Because back in the day, you might have been able to get away with saying, I didn't know. But today, with Gaza under siege, with people live streaming their last breaths, with all that's being exposed all over these past few years, silence ain't neutrality, people. It's complicity. And I say that with love, especially to my fellow entertainers, influencers, advocates, and celebrities. If you're here claiming to speak up for Black lives, for queer folks, for disabled folks, for women, then you can't sit this one out, because all those identities exist at the intersection of Palestinian folks too. They're being murdered too. Are we listening? So let's talk about the performative advocate. Because some of y'all have been real loud when it comes time to post an acute hashtag Black Lives Matter graphic, or to show up at a rainbow pride, but you suddenly go mute when there's genocide. Why? Is it because your management told you not to speak? Is the brand deal saying to keep it neutral? Or is your silence being funded? And if you've been to Israel, let me say this too. For the folks who have been to Israel, who've performed there or took photo ops, you didn't accidentally miss the apartheid. It's not hidden. The walls are there. The checkpoints are there. The racism is there. And if you saw it and stayed quiet, folks are going to start to ask why. Oh, please tell me it hasn't paused. I hope that the internet is still working properly. Did it pause for everybody? I want to continue. I got to make sure. Let me see what's going on here. Okay. Hopefully everything is still going fine. I should have plugged directly in, but here we go. Hopefully this is going. But I just want to say this ain't about cancel culture. It's about accountability culture. I'm not here to burn bridges, baby. I'm here to build better ones, truthful ones with integrity and receipts. So this is me inviting y'all into the conversation. If you got questions, if you got fears, bring it. Just come correct, because people are dying, and I'm not willing to be one more voice that's whispering when we need to be shouting. Oh, thank you. Somebody said it might be their internet and not mine. Okay, good. So if you're ready to move differently, I got you. Resources, voices to follow, actions to take, because awareness without action is just performance. So yeah, who you calling a Zionist? Well, if the shoe fits, maybe it's time to take it off. Stand barefoot in the truth and walk a different path. I'm just saying. Any questions? Anybody confused still? No? Okay. Okay. Well, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I'm confused at the live title. Are you saying you support Israel? No. No. the title is just literally who you calling a Zionist. Literally, it's just who. Listen, it's just a title, but it's just basically saying, listen. Some people are saying that it's far fetched. That like some of the things it's like, oh, someone attended a concert somewhere, so, or like with their ate at a restaurant. I think Mariah Carey ate at a restaurant. Let me see what the one that said that Mariah Carey done. Let me pull that one up. I'm fighting the admin at my school because they continue to recognize the Holocaust but not Palestine. Ugh, yeah. No, she dragging Zionists, thank God. Yes, I am dragging the Zionists. Um, because listen, I realize some of y'all just want to attack the messenger. And I just want to let you know, now I am one of the messengers. I am one of the messengers. I'm just not the person who put this message into circulation. At abnormalized.bean had posted some carousels. And, I think it brought up some conversation, So I think maybe we should look at those carousels again, maybe, right? I think let's maybe look at those carousels again and see who was on the carousel. Wait, let's go back up here. Oh, Miley Cyrus. Okay. Samuel L. Jackson. Let me bring you down a little bit so I can see my face. Ariana Grande. Child, Beyonce. Alicia Keys. Usher. Child. Backstreet Boys. Mariah Carey. Snoop Dogg. Now, Elton John. Now, some of these, like Mariah Carey's my girl. So, some of these going to get the girls a little sensitive. Because Beyonce's my girl too. But I know Beyonce's a capitalist down. Like, it is what it is. Beyonce. So, that's the question I'm kind of asking y'all. Is some of these, are they Zionists or are they complicit capitalists? Is there a difference? Some people saying it ain't a difference. Baby Justin Bieber, Madonna, they got them all on there. Rihanna. People on these rumors. What is going on here? Thank you. My earrings are fly. You guys are awesome. Okay, thank you. But that is the lowest excuse ever. What most people use LGBTQ phobia just to justify their genocide. Yes, they do. And it's unfortunate. What y'all doing up right now? What is y'all doing up right now? Let's see. It's Friday cuz it's 1:51 a.m. right now. I'm about to go to bed. I'm going to sip on this sleepy time tea in my Feminista Jones mug. My bearded dragon is asleep right now. But so I'm gonna share the Buddhist word for today for April 11th. Worthy persons deserve to be called so because they are not carried away by the 8 winds: prosperity, decline, disgrace, honor, praise, censure, suffering, and pleasure. They are neither elated by prosperity nor grieved by decline. Nichiren. I know I've read that one before on my podcast. It just happened to be the word for April 11th, and I love, love, love that quote. You said there. That's a good question. I don't think there's much of a difference between compliant capitalism and Zionism because they have to do the work to educate themselves, being that they're rich and privileged. Yeah, I mean, listen, I will say this. For the longest time, I was wrapped up into the space of it's complicated. Child, it's fighting on both sides. It's complicated. But girl, when you take a moment to educate yourself about the situation, like just a moment, you will gag. And the gag is that's so, it's just so wild that you're like, huh? What? They doing, huh? And and then when you realize how attached America is to Israel, and pretty much the fact that Israel owns America at this point. Folks been talking about China, and China about to show us what it do with these tariffs. China about to really show y'all what it do. But we not talking about China. I'm talking about Israel. Or what some folks say isn't real. Because it's based on a lot of lies. Ooh. 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 I know we're going to hit some sensitive territory right here. But listen. I'm very, very thankful for so many Jewish individuals and organizations who have been doing the work, who are also staunchly anti-Zionist, who understand that anti-Zionism is a spawn of white supremacy and Satan. Yeah. Only Satan could be killing these kids like that. No. Netanyahu is a spawn of Satan. Down. Oh my goodness. Gina Bellafante is on the line. Hello, Gina Bellafante. Oh my goodness. I am graced with social justice royalty. What's up? What's up, Gina? I always think about that night we were on the boat at the summit on the sea. I'll never go on a cruise ever again. But that was a cruise of a lifetime. Harry Belafonte was there. Dream Hampton was there. So many people were there. Tia Oso, who's the executive director of Build Black Power with Kendrick Sampson, was there. Patrice Osop was there, one of the co-founders of Black Lives Matter. So many people were there. It was a moment to be had. Thank you for calling us in to exercise critical thought, Angelica. We shouldn't be using the term to cancel folks, but instead to ask whether the term even applies and how to hold people accountable. Exactly. I think that the situation is that sometimes people use things called euphemisms. And I'm going to look that word up right now. We're going to learn a word today together. Okay? We're going to look up the word euphemism. Definition. A mild or indirect word or expression that is substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing. Interesting. That's interesting. It's very interesting because, like some people will say, oh, men are trash. And like when they say that, they are using trash as a euphemism. Like, oh, I'm using an example for y'all right now. We learning. Listen. So a euphemism, they substitute. So like they say, instead of saying men are rapists, abusive, but certain things that they're trying to call a name to, they'll use a different word that is, it says a mild or indirect word or expression substituted for one considered to be too harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing. So some people think that like trash, like it's a word that'll jog your memory, like trash, it'll, like get your attention, right? But that's mild in comparison. if we are being specific. If we're being specific. We don't have to say trash. We can call out specific behavior. But the thing is, when you say trash, it should get some folks to think about what the actual trash, and not say, well, not all men. Well, girl, we're not talking about the men that are helping old ladies cross the street. Where they at? We're not talking about them. We're talking about the trash, the abusive trash, the rapists, the sex traffickers, the Andrew Tates, the Donald Trumps, the Elon Musks. Trash. Trash. I could go on. I think there was more trash that came out. You know what I mean? Okay, so people keep asking me this question. I don't know if I can answer this question right now, so I can't answer this question right now. But I see your question, and one of those questions that you keep asking in the chat, I haven't seen any announcements. So until someone else announces something, I can't really say for sure anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So, well, I think it's time for me to go to bed now. I love you too. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Well, thank you for sitting up here with me as I recorded that little segment there. And yeah, we will talk soon because I got to go to bed and I have a really important meeting. Oh my goodness, I have a meeting tomorrow, like a really important one. Okay. Talk to you all later.